So we're here with Jason Silberberg. His company's called NabThat. He has a long history in technology. He's a tech company. Yes, they do websites and other things, but he's a tech company. He's going to tell you exactly what he means by that, and pay attention.
Yeah. So thank you for the introduction. So NabThat is a technology company that is focused on helping dealerships convert online traffic into leads. And so we do that by utilizing the best technology that is out there in the market. We don't believe in utilizing like WordPress. Right. You know, we really believe in having multi-million-dollar dealerships using multi-million-dollar code.
Yeah.
Right. And so our sites are built on Angular. They're the only single-page application that is out into the market. And so what this does is it really brings an experience that is really fluid to the consumer, and it allows us to do the things that we want to do as a company, which is help dealers really increase the amount of leads and engagement that they're getting from their digital website.
Yeah, and this includes less downtime. It integrates well with other vendors as well. Can you get into that a little bit? No real issue.
So we work with vendors in third-party code that dealerships want to plug into the site, but at the same time, we also kind of recommend best practices to the dealerships. Mm-hmm. We don't want them to be putting in code that is impeding on the consumer's experience.
On the performance of the site.
Yes, you don't want chat blocking call to actions. You know, you don't want all of these things that are happening. Consumers are very savvy, right?
Yeah.
They know what they're doing. So coming into a dealership website, you really want to be able to provide them with a similar experience to what they're doing on a day-to-day shopping behavior, right?
Yeah, makes sense. So give us a little bit of history of the company. How long has NabThat been around, and a little personal background as well.
Yeah, so the company's been around for 7 years. We pivoted the company about 3 years ago. It's kind of our 2.0, where we really started building technology and software as a service for dealerships. My background is in telecommunications, so we built the first content management systems for some of the network operators out there.
Some big ones.
The T-Mobile, et cetera. So we really understand how consumers utilize their mobile device, how they consume content, but we also understand digital real estate, and that is really important. Is how do you utilize the real estate that you have on a phone, right? What is the things that you want the consumer to do when they come into the site? And everything is on a data. Everything's data driven. You have a bell curve for time on site. How long do you want a consumer to stay on the site? If they're on there too long, there's a problem, right? If they're on there too short, it's a problem.
Absolutely.
There's really a sweet spot, and we found that to be around 2.5 minutes to 3.5 minutes.
Interesting. For a car dealer.
For an automotive website, the sweet spot is around 2.5 to 3.5 minutes.
Okay. And then let's get into a little bit of vision. Let's pretend you had a crystal ball. Where do you see the industry going over the next 5 to 10 years? And then, of course, I want you to plug in your solution with that vision.
Well, I mean, it's a tough question.
It's a tough question.
I don't have a crystal ball.
I ask the tough ones,
You do.
but you have a long-range vision, and I want to hear it.
Yeah, so
I know he does.
Yeah, so what we really believe in is we believe in building products with the end user in mind, and at the end of the day, the end user is the consumer, right?
Yeah.
The dealership serves the consumer, and so we want to make sure that we're building our platforms and our products really for the end users. So the consumers and technology are going to drive the market wherever that goes. If that goes into a digital retailing solution, if it goes into other ways of marketing and merchandising content, and that what I mean by content, I mean inventory, then we're going to allow that consumer to do that, but we're going to make sure that we're providing the dealerships with the tools and the technology that they're in the forefront of where things are going to be in 5 to 10 years.
Staying ahead of the curve.
Oh, 100%.
Understanding the trends and then creating technological solutions that pretty much stay with that trend, in rhythm.
In rhythm, and we kind of believe that the internet is going to be an application type of model, right? So if you kind of look at like an Orbit, right? You go onto your application on Orbit, and then you go onto the Chrome browser, it's a totally different experience, right? And so we really believe that the future of web is going to be more of an app-like interface, and so this is why our new 2.0 platform that we're going to release in a couple of months is going to have the tools to allow us to do these kind of app-like features within a browser and within a dealership website.
Now the website's NabThat.com. What's the telephone number, Jason?
844-NAB-THAT.
844-NAB-THAT. You can't forget that, right? Now this is not an advertorial, but it's news you could use. I'm Kelly Kleiman, dealershipnews.com with Jason Silberberg, NabThat.